Hi everyone, this is a lesson on dilations. Let's begin with the definition of dilation. The image produced by enlarging or reducing a figure is called dilation. So when you take a figure and you change its size, whether you make it larger or smaller, what you're doing is called dilation. You're dilating the figure. The center of dilation is a fixed point used for measurement when altering the size of the figure. So usually when we do perform a dilation, usually it's around a fixed point. In this lesson here, that fixed point is going to be the origin. It doesn't have to be the origin, but in this lesson and most of the practice problems that we'll do, the center of dilation will be the origin unless the problem states otherwise. All right, so let's look at some practice problems. Find the coordinates of the vertices of triangle A prime, B prime, C prime after triangle ABC is dilated using the given scale factor. And a scale factor is the number you use to make, or the ratio that you use to make the figure larger or smaller. If the scale factor is greater than 1, it's enlargement. If the scale factor is between 0 and 1, it's a reduction. Okay, we'll go over that more as we look at some practice problems. So what we're going to do first is plot these points and graph triangle ABC, and then we'll dilate it. All right, so let me plot the points. A is located at 1, 1. B is located at 1, 3, 1, 3. And C is located at 3, 1. So here's triangle ABC. We want to dilate that with a scale factor of 2. So all you really have to do is take the coordinates of A, X and Y, and multiply each by 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. And now you have A prime. We'll do the same thing for B prime. 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. C prime. 3 times 2 is 6, and 1 times 2 is 2, and then we plot these points. 2, 2, 2 up 2 is right here. This is A prime. 2 up 6 is right here. This is B prime. And 6 up 2, and this is C prime. You just have to connect them. And that's it. We've dilated this by a scale factor of 2. And that's it. All right, let's go ahead and work on the next one. Let's plot the points first. A is located at -2, -2. That would be down here. A. B is located at -1 up 2. That would be here. And C is located at 2, 1. 2, 1 is right here. C. So we can go ahead and connect the points. And now let's go ahead and dilate this figure by a scale factor of 3. So A prime, I'm going to multiply the x and the y each by 3. So -2 times 3 is -6. -2 times 3 again is -6. B prime, -1 times 3 is -3. 2 times 3 is 6. And C prime, 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3 is 3. And I just have to plot these points. So -6 down 6 is right here. That's A prime. -3 and up 6 is here. That's B prime. And 6 up 3, 2, 3 is right here, C prime. Connect these points. Let me fix this line here. To fix this one too. All right, so we've dilated it by a scale factor of 3. We know the points with the apostrophes indicate that that is the image, and the ones without the apostrophes indicate that is the pre-image. All right, let's go on. Look at the next one. So let's plot the points first. Plot the original. A is located at -4, left 4, up 6, left 4, up 6. This is A. B is located at 2, up 6. C is located at 0, up 8. And we want to dilate this by a scale factor of 1/2. So we'll do that. A prime. So half of -4 is -2. Half of 6 is 3. B prime. Half of 2 is 1. Half of 6 is 3. C prime. Half of 0 is 0, and half of 8 is 4. Okay, let's plot those points. -2, up 3. 1, up 3. That's B prime. And 0, up 4, C prime. So we've dilated this by a scale factor of 1/2, so we have reduced the original. So this is a reduction of the original. The previous two were enlargements. This is an enlargement. So is this. All right, let's look at the next one. Do you think this is going to be an enlargement or a reduction? Remember, if the scale factor is between 0 and 1, it's a reduction. But if it's greater than 1, it's an enlargement. All right, so let's go ahead and plot these points to draw our pre-image. A is located at -2, up 2. B is located at 1, 2. C is located at 3. at 3, down 3. 1, 2, 3, down 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, C. Let me just make sure everything where it belongs. -2. No, this is wrong. I've got to fix this. Point is not in the right place. All right, let's plot the points. -2, down 2. This is A. 1, right 1, up 2. This is B. And right 3, down 3. And this is C. And we want to enlarge in this by a scale factor of 2. So A prime, -2 times 2 is -4. -2 times 2 is -4. B prime, 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. C prime, 3 times 2 is 6. And -3 times 2 is -6. We'll plot those points. A is located at -4, down 4. B prime. B prime is located at 2 and up 4. And C prime is located at 6, down 6. So you see this is an enlargement. Because the scale factor is greater than 2. All right, let's go to the next problem. All right, let's review again what the scale factor is. The scale factor is always going to be the ratio of image over pre-image. Or we could look at it this way, the new image or the new figure over the original. Again, the scale factor, if it is between 0 and 1, it's a reduction. If the scale factor is greater than 1, then it is an enlargement. So here we're being asked to determine if the dilation is a reduction or an enlargement, and then find the scale factor they used to make it larger or smaller. Okay, so when you're looking for the scale factor, you always want to use this ratio here, image over pre-image. Okay, you pick, since they want us to determine whether the dilation from figure A to figure B, since we're going from figure A to figure B, that means figure A is the pre-image and B is the image. So we're trying to find the ratio of B over A. Okay, how do we do that? We just pick two corresponding points. I'll pick this point here, and the point that corresponds with this point is this point right here. So these are the two corresponding points that I can use to find the scale factor. So I look and see, let me find where this point here is located. The coordinates of this point is -1, -1. The coordinates of this point here, A, are located at -1, -2, -3, comma, -3. The only thing I need to do is take the ratio of their x coordinates or the ratio of their y coordinates. It doesn't matter. It's going to give us the same answer. So if I take the ratio of the x coordinates, that would be -1 for B and -3 for A, which gives us 1/3 because a negative divided by negative is positive. If I use the y values instead, I would still get the same answer. So it really doesn't matter if you take the ratio of the x's or the ratio of the y's. you're still going to get the scale factor. Okay, since the scale factor is less than 1, okay, it's between 0 and 1, let's put scale factor here. K is 1/3. K represents the scale factor. This is a reduction. Okay, let's do the same thing here. Find B and the coordinates of A. And we're going to need, since we're going from A to B, it's going to be B over A. Because this is the image and this is the pre-image. All right, so let's take this point and this point. These are two corresponding points. And let's see, where is A located? It's located at 2, 2. And B is located at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So if I take the ratio of the x's, it's going to be 5/2. If I take the ratios of the y's, I'm still going to get the same scale factor. That's greater than 1, so this is an enlargement. All right, why don't you pause the video and try number 7. All right, so let's check your work. B is located at, let's say we're going to take this point here and this point here. These are two corresponding points because they are in the same location on the image and the pre-image. All right, so this is located at -1, up 1. And A is located at 1, 2, 3, -3, up 3. Okay, we want image over pre-image. And it can't be any other way, which means we want B over A. Well, let's just use the x coordinates. -1 over -3 gives us 1/3. If you use the ratio of the y values, you're going to get the same thing. So the scale factor is 1/3, and this is a reduction. All right, let's try the next one. The first thing I want you to notice is the scale they've used on this graph here. This is 2, this is 4, this is 6, okay? They use a scale with units of 2. This is 2, and this is 4, 6, okay? So keep that in mind. And we want B over A, because B is the image, it's the new, and A is the original, because we're going from A to B. Okay, so let's pick a point. Let's use this point right here. And its corresponding point is right here. Okay, so B is located, let me see if I have room to write that. B is located at 4, 0. And A is located at, all right, so this is 2, this is 4, between it is 3. So this is 3, 0. So we'll take the ratio of the x and y. So that's going to be 4/3. So this is enlargement with a scale factor of 4/3. Now here's another thing I could have done. I could just measure the distance from the x-axis to this point here, and I'd find that it's 1 unit. And then I can measure the distance from here to this point here and find that it's 3 units, 1/3. I get the scale factor. I can do that the same thing here. Measure the distance this point is away from the x-axis. It's 1 unit away. And this is 3 units away. I end up with 1/3. So you can do that too. Same thing here. How far is this point away from the x-axis? It's 2 units. How far is this point away from the x-axis? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units, so it's 5/2. All right, let's go to number 9. Draw the image with a scale factor of 2. So if we're going to draw this dilation, we're going to need the vertices of this figure here. So A is located at 1, 1. B is located at 2, -1. And C is located at 1, 2, -2, 0. Since the scale factor is 2, we have to multiply each x and y by 2. So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 2 is 2. B prime, 2 times 2 is 4, -1 times 2 is -2. C prime, -2 times 2 is -4, and 0 times 2 is 0. And now let's plot those points. 2, 2 is here, 4, 2. Oh, I'm sorry, 4, -2. 4, -2 is here, B prime. And then -4, 0. It's -2, -4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, here. -4, 0 is here. So this is C prime. And as you can see, this is enlargement. All right, so this is going to be a reduction because the scale factor is between 0 and 1. All right, we need the vertices of this figure here. So A is located at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, at 0, 4. B is located at 1, 2, 3, 4, and down 1, 2, 3, 4, -4. C is located at 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, and down 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now let's find A prime. A prime, we want to take 0 and divide by 4, you're going to get 0. Take 4 and take 1/4 of that. 4 times 1/4. That's what you're doing, you're multiplying it. So that's going to be 1, because 4/4 is what you get. Okay, this is for A prime. Let me start over. Let me show all of my notes for A prime. So we did 0 times 1/4 and 4 times 1/4. So we end up with A prime is 0, 1. B prime will do the same thing. 4 times 1/4. That means you multiply it. 4 times 1/4. So that's going to be 1. When you multiply, you get 4/4, which is 1. And 4, -4, times 1/4. So that's going to be -1. And let's do C. So that's going to be -4 times the scale factor, 1/4. When you multiply that, that's going to be -1. And then -4 again, times 1/4. So -4 times 1 divided by 4 is going to be -1. Okay? So that's how you go about multiplying each x and y by the scale factor 1/4. All right, so now we just plot these points. A prime is located at 0, 1. B prime is located at 1, -1. And C prime is located at -1, -1. So basically, we took 1/4 of the original. That's what that is. We took 1/4 of the original. So this was A, B prime, C prime. All right, so look at number 11. Draw the image with a scale factor of 2. So first of all, let's find the vertices of this image. A is located at 2, 0, and B is located at 2, 2. Okay, so then A prime, we multiply each x and y by 2. 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 0 is 0. Let's find B prime. 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 2 is 4. And I would just draw that. So 4 zeros right here. This is A prime. And 4 up 4. Up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is B prime. And that's it. There's your dilation, which is an enlargement because it's a scale factor of 2. Determine the dilation from A to B. So this is the original. This is the image, which is the new one. So it has to be always image over pre-image, which is this one here, pre-image. So you can call it the original or the pre-image. Let's just take the ratio of their corresponding sides for our scale factor. This side is 2. For the image, this side is 6. So then that reduces to 1/3, and that's our scale factor. Determine the dilation from A to B. Okay, so this is the pre-image, and this is the image. So we'll take the ratio of their corresponding sides. It's going to be 14 over 7, which is 2. That's the scale factor. Determine the dilation from A to B. This is the original or the pre-image. This is the image. And it's always image over pre-image. So we'll take the ratio of their corresponding sides. This is 3. This is 12. Image over pre-image. So that's 3/12, which is 1/4. So that's the scale factor. They made it smaller. They took 1/4 of the original. Determine whether the dilation with center 0, 0 is enlargement or reduction. Figure A is the pre-image. So A is the pre-image. And figure B is the image. So the green one is the image. Find the scale factor. All right, just take any two corresponding points. All right, we'll take this point here, because it's easy to know where it's located, and we'll take this point right here. Okay, and this is located, we'll call this K, and we'll call it L. This is K and this is L. We don't have to name it at all, but we could if we want. This is K and this is L. All right, so K is located at 0, 1, and L is located at 0, 2. Okay, so the scale factor, we can take the ratio of their x's or y's. Since the x's makes no sense, it's going to be 0 over 0, we'll take the ratio of their y's, which is 1/2. Okay, it's image over pre-image. This is the image. So it has to be 1/2. And it is a reduction. As you can see, they made it smaller. You could have done this. You don't even have to do this much work. You could have easily done this. Okay, we know this is the image and this is the pre-image. Well, how far is this away from the x-axis? It's 1 unit away. How far is that away from the x-axis? This point right here is 2 units away, and there's your scale factor. We can do the same thing here. This is the image and this is the pre-image. So we'll start with this. How far is this away? We can use the y-axis to do the same thing. How far is this away from the y-axis? How many units? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 units away. How far is the pre-image? It's 3 units away. That's your scale factor right there. You can do that too. Okay, so there's multiple ways to do it. I could have done it this way. How far is this point right here? How far is it away from the x-axis? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 units away. So we'll have 4. How far is the corresponding point here from the x-axis? It's 3 units away, and you'll get the same thing. Okay, let's take this point and this point. These are 2 corresponding points. So let's see, how far is this from the x-axis? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's always image over pre-image. The pre-image is the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's your scale factor. Okay, we can do the same thing here. How far is this point here away from the x-axis? It's 1 unit away. How far is this point away from the x-axis? 1, 2, 3. It's 3 units away. And there's your scale factor. You could do that. Or you could just take the corresponding sides. How long is this side? That's 2 units. How long is this corresponding side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units. So you would end up with 2 over 6, which reduces to 1/3. So I showed you multiple ways to find the scale factor, which is the dilation factor. Okay, and I think this concludes this lesson on dilations. This is your homework for tonight. And this concludes this lesson on dilations.